Freedom Convoy, huh? Remember when the right wing used to get mad at us when we would protest the war in Iraq and Afghanistan? How dare you? You know, you're shitting on the soldiers. They're going out, risking their life for us. Anybody with a brain would understand, like, no, we're saying we don't want them in danger. We don't want a war. We don't want it. Remember when the right wingers used to do that? Oh, now they're the ones that's for the people. If that's the case, why wasn't y'all out there doing Black Lives Matter if y'all really for the people? If it's people power with y'all, why weren't y'all out there protesting police brutality against unarmed people? You know, it was police brutality against people in general, and y'all wasn't out there. If it was really about people power, and about y'all being for the people, how come whenever there's a conflict, you guys always take the cop side? How come you rail against people of color and immigrants more than you do billionaires? How come you guys blame more stuff on immigrants than you do on billionaires? How come the economy is their fault? How come you guys never directly blame them? The only context that I see y'all, blaming the wealthy is when you're talking about elitist, canceling me and censoring me. These elitists, these Hollywood elitists, Freedom Convoy, right? When the only thing that they're protesting is the vaccine mandates of the truckers. 70% of the people were against that bullshit. 90% of the people in Canada are vaccinated. A fringe movement, which was largely supported by right-wingers in the United States, which was shown a lot of people caught waving Confederate flags, Nazi flags. Huh? They're for the people? They're the champions? Not fighting for workers' rights, not fighting for bigger pay, not fighting for unfair work hours. None of that. For vaccine mandates, which are not even an issue in this country. But that's the thing. They never participate in any kind of protesting when it has to do with other people. Only when it affects them. They don't be out there when we're protesting workers' rights. They don't be out there when we're protesting. They don't give a fuck about affordable housing because they can afford their own house. The truth is they don't give a fuck, and these people are, when we say they're authoritarians, that means they're for the authority. You know what I'm saying? They're pro-cop, they're pro-military in the sense they cheer on the military whenever the military goes and invades other countries. How are these the good guys? I mean, guys, let's think about this honestly. Let's think about this objectively. How is somebody that cheers on cops brutalizing people? How is somebody that cheers for the military going and invading other countries that are weaker than them? How are those good people? How are those the good guys? Let's think about this rationally. Anybody that calls himself an objective thinker, come into this discussion and tell me that I'm wrong and prove to me that I'm wrong. How is a guy that cheers for authoritarians and for a dictator? How is a guy that cheers for a dictator? How is a guy that cheers for an evil, for a bad boss that that abuses his workers and pays them little, fires them at will? How are you a good guy when you do that? How are you a good guy when you're always on the wrong side? These propaganda networks and these propagandist influencers are fooling a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of you people, man, a lot of you authoritarians, you lack empathy, you lack sympathy, and you need a lot of love. You need love in your life. You need somebody to hug. I'm not saying you need a hug. You need love. You need to really purify your heart. To any right-wingers, If you feel good seeing somebody that doesn't deserve getting getting beat down, if you enjoy seeing people getting fucked up, if you enjoy seeing people, innocent people getting killed, I would say you're evil, but I don't wanna. That's kind of unproductive to say that. If you enjoy seeing those things, if you enjoy seeing people bully other people, if you enjoy seeing powerful countries invade other countries and destroy their fucking democracy, you need a lot of, you need help, and you need a lot of love, and you need to go seek that, because eventually you have to come in grips with that. Not only that, you're a potentially dangerous person if you go down this rabbit hole, and that's it. And this is what a lot of propagandists are doing. They're creating, they're radicalizing people. They're filling them up with fear and hatred to the point where these people are going out and committing mass murder. They're going out and becoming mass shooters. These are vulnerable people that, in a lot of cases, dislike themselves, hate people, and we need to get those people help. But what's happening? Society is just letting these propagandists infect their fucking heads and infect their heart, and filling them up with fear, making them get paranoid to the point where they kill somebody over a delusional thought. And they're just literally making people go crazy. And like, society is not doing nothing about it. We collectively are not coming up with solutions for this, and we need to, in order to improve society, we need to come together and come up with solutions for these problems.